Welcome to my channel. In this session today, we are going to learn about some excellent skills to develop the listening comprehension and to score very high marks in the listening test of IELTS. The purpose of this video is to give you some tools and techniques by which you can teach yourself the listening skills. So what steps should you follow and how should you go about doing the listening test? Let me first of all give you an example of a very successful participant. So this participant scored 40 on 40 in the listening test. So this was like he scored full marks in listening. How he managed to do this and what strategies he adopted, I'm going to tell you that. He did the same test 2 to 3 times while going through the course. This gave him an opportunity to understand the structure of the test. So it's not that you're going to get the same passage or you're going to get the same listening test in your actual exam, but it is extremely important for you to understand the nature of the questions, the way they are framed, and the right strategies to reach to the right answer. In order to achieve these goals, it is very important that you do the same test at least 2 to 3 times. By that time, you would remember the answers. So once you do the same test twice, you would know what would be the answer. So when you do the test the third time, your focus is not on the answer, but your focus is on the extra details and the question. And this is very important. When you do the test the third time, your focus gets onto the question rather than the answer, because you already know the answer, so you are not afraid. So you would be focusing on how the test paper has set the test, how the examiner has set the test paper, and what are the tools and techniques, how is the examiner trying to confuse you with different types of words and expressions. So this is something which we are going to cover in this session today. Okay, so first thing that you should do before going for this test is, or before applying this technique is, take this whole test. Like for example, here I have taken test 4 of book 9 as an example. Do the whole test like the way you do it for the first time. Do the test and see to it, record your marks. See how much marks you score. Let's say you score 40. Nothing wrong in that. There's no need to worry about it or feel bad about it. Your marks is just an indication of your current performance. It does not show where you can reach. It shows your current skill set. Let's say you scored 20 on 40. This is not a bad score. There is no score which is good score or a bad score. Your score is just an indication of where you are standing. Let us say you start your journey from Delhi and you want to go to Bahrain, right? You started your journey from Bahrain and you check your kilometers, like how much kilometers you have traveled. Let's say you have traveled 20 kilometers. Is this bad? There's nothing good or bad about it. You have traveled 20 kilometers, that's it. Bahrain is, let's say, 2000 kilometers away from Delhi. So you have to cover 2000 kilometers. That does not mean you cannot go to 2000 kilometers. It's your marks which you score today is just an indication of where you are at this point of time in your journey of learning. So marks is not an indication of your ability. If there is enough petrol in the car, I won't say that you would go in a car from Delhi to Bahrain, but then if you have got the right means to go from Delhi to, let us say, US or any other country, you can reach there. Wherever you are right now is just an indication of your current level of preparedness. You should definitely take clues from it. You should definitely try to do any course corrections required, but you are not supposed to feel good or bad about your marks. It's just an indication of your current state of affairs, and you can always improve. So let's go with this assumption that you have taken this test. If you have not taken this test right up till now, please stop this video, pause this video, go to this test. This book is available online also. You can get some online version of it and you can go to the test. take the online test. I'll show you how you can go to take the test first. So open this test paper, then go to YouTube. See, I've got this YouTube window open here for your reference. I think I missed it, but anyways, you can go to YouTube, and if you simply write down, yeah, here it is. If you go to YouTube and you simply write IELTS test book 9 test 4, as you can see here it is written IELTS book 9 test 4 listening. If you simply write this much there, you will open the test paper and the test will start. You would like to hear that, so you can see.
There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test
will start, and you can take the test the way it is. You don't need any extra resources, what I want to emphasize. So with the help of whatever tools are available there with you, you can take the test very easily. So after taking the test, once you have score yourself, see how much you scored. After you are done with that, do this. This is after, so you have done the test is what I'm assuming. You have already taken the test once and you have checked your marks. The marks are available in the book itself. You have checked it. And now what you should do is what I'm going to tell you. Open 3 files. Open 3 different windows in which you open the same test. I'll show you what am I doing here. So the first page is the test itself. So this is the test page. You can scroll up or down and see which questions are there. Okay. The second page which I've opened here is the transcript. At the end of the book, like for example, if you can see here, page number 146 is the transcript. So in the book itself, you will find the transcript. The whole story is written in the form of transcript here on, let's say, page number 146. And the third page is the correct answer. So as you can see, I have opened 3 instances of the book. The first page is the test paper. The second is the transcript, and the third is the correct answers. Test paper, transcript, correct answers. So open 3 instances of it, and wherever you have gone wrong, check that answer. Let us say you did this particular question incorrectly. Let us say this particular part. This looks like a scary picture. So let's try to understand. Let's say this particular question 11, 12, 13, you did these, you could not understand these questions and you did them incorrectly. Okay, so fine, what exactly was the question? Let's try to understand. It says choose 3 answers from the box and write the correct letter A to E next to question number 11 to 13. So you are supposed to write the corresponding letter A to E. क्या चीज दिखा रही है ये हमें बताना है. तो इसमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इंडिकेटर कौन सा है, ऑन ऑफ स्विच क्या है, ये 5 बातें बोल रखी हैं यहाँ पे, और क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ 3 ही चीजें दी हुई हैं. सो यू आर सपोज टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट कॉरेस्पॉन्ड्स टू व्हाट पार्ट. लाइक 11th वाला कुछ हो सकता है, समथिंग हियर, समथिंग हियर. सो you have to choose the letters here. Let's say this could be B, this is C. I'm just taking some random answers like that, whatever it is. So I'll just, so let us say you have done some questions here and I'm at random, let me just pick up something. So let us say I pick up, just for the sake of demonstrating, I'm just writing something here. Let's say this is B, this is C, this is D. At random, I have taken these 3. All right. Now see this, these are the 3 answers. Now let me first of all check. So 11, 12 and 13, B, C and E. I'm lucky. B and C, these 2 are correct. And this is E, this is wrong. Where did I get it from? I got it from here. I've recorded all the answers. As you can see, 11, 12 and 13 are B, C and E. So I've checked it here. And I know that this is B and C are correct. This is incorrect. Now what do I do? How do I understand and what exactly has gone wrong? I can take the help of transcript now. So I can go to the transcript. First of all, let me find out what is the answer for this. So answer is B, C and E. The correct answer is E. So E corresponds to what? E corresponds to warning indicator. So I'll just write down that the answer is not D. The answer is E here. Now, why is this warning indicator? How do I know that this is the correct answer and what did they say? तो मैं ये पहले क्यों नहीं पकड़ पाया, मैं गलत कैसे कर गया, मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ. So for this, you can go to the transcript here and they have written very clearly the question marks. So which question was that which was incorrect? It was question number 13. So let's look at 13. कि भैया 13 का क्या description है? So just go straight to that particular thing. Don't just read that line. Read it from a little further. I mean, expand your window of reference. Let us say हम यहाँ से पढ़ लेते हैं. The last of the three controls, the one on the right, is usually on about a number of 4 settings, which for the water is in the tap is usually quite hot. So the last of the three controls, the on on the right, is usually on about a number 4 setting, which for water in the taps is usually quite hot. So when the water is hot, it is on, is what I understand. Below the heating controls in the middle is a small round plastic button. If there isn't enough water in the pipes, sometimes the heater goes out. So fine, this is about the middle one. If this happens, you will need to press this button to reset the heater. Okay. Hold it in for about 5 seconds and the heater should come on again. Then there is a little square indicator under the third knob. That's a kind of alarm light. So this is what they are talking about, the 13th one. There is a little square indicator under the third knob. That's a kind of alarm light. Now the keyword here is alarm light. ये एक alarm light है जो square indicator. So here this answer is alarm light. ये जो यहाँ पर हमें दिखाई दे रहा है, this is alarm light. अब alarm light से corresponding क्या चीज़ है यहाँ पर? तो warning indicator. Alarm or warning, they match, right? Something is alarm, alarm is giving you a warning. What does an alarm show? सुबह उठने का alarm नहीं होता, हम alarm को सिर्फ alarm वैसे ही समझते हैं. I got alarmed means I was like shocked to see something. So alarm is kind of warning for you. So the keyword here is alarm and it indicates warning. तो इस तरह से आप पढ़ के अपने आंसर को जान सकते हैं. बेसिकली मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ आपको कि जब आप इसको चेक करें तो सिर्फ आंसर से चेक ना करें, आप इसके साथ में ट्रांसक्रिप्ट भी खोल के रखें, तो आप इसको पूरा पढ़ पाएंगे और देख पाएंगे वहां पे वो क्या बोल रहा था. और अगर आपने YouTube ऑन कर रखा है तो आप इसको सुन भी सकते हैं कि हाउ दे वर स्पीकिंग इट. समटाइम्स दे स्पीक सो फास्ट that you do not understand what they were speaking. This is how you can go about doing the listening test, and you don't need any trainer for this. You can develop this skill all by yourself. You have to take the test. You have to check yourself like this. Transcripts very clearly say what it is, but yes, you have to do the same test 2 to 3 times and start matching the keywords. Let's take one more example. Let's go a little farther. Here in, let's say, question numbers 31 to 40. 31 to 40 are considered to be a little difficult set of questions, and we have to understand, like for example, let's say for 31, 32, 33, 34, you have, I'm just putting in some random options here. Let's say I did C, I did B, I did B here. These are my answers. Now they are, let's say, correct or incorrect. Let us just first see. So 31, I have written C, B and B. 31, C, A and B. So 31 is, let's say this is C, तो ये मेरा correct हो गया. यहाँ पर इसका आंसर A है और B correct है, तो मैं इसको बोल रहा हूँ correct. मतलब ये मेरा गलत हो गया. So this particular question is incorrect. So question number 32. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the transcript related to question number 32 and read what was going on there. So I go to question number 32 here. Where is my question number 32? Question number 32 comes here. So this gives me a very clear indication of what was going on at that time. The first thing we did was to establish what proportion of the urban land is taken up by private gardens. तो भैया कितना पार्ट जो है वो प्राइवेट गार्डन्स ने ले लिया था, ये हम जानना चाहते थे. एस्टैब्लिश मींस अंडरस्टैंड, फाइंड आउट, gather data. So first thing we wanted to establish was what proportion of urban land is taken up by private gardens. We estimated that it was about 1/5, and this was endorsed by looking at large scale usage maps in the town land survey office. मतलब ये भाई लोग किसी सर्वे ऑफिस में गए, वहाँ डॉक्यूमेंट्स को चेक किया तो पता लगा कि 1/5 of the total land was occupied by private gardens. तो भैया डॉक्यूमेंट को जांच के पता आ गया ये बात, तो क्या आंसर होना चाहिए? So let's go to the question again and see. The group asked garden owners, नहीं ये वाला incorrect था ना, तो ये the exact proportion of land devoted to private gardens. Now this is the key word. An exact proportion was confirmed by means how did we get to know about it, हमें कैसे पता लगा उसका. तो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं उसने बोल रखा है साफ साफ कि वो किसी ऑफिस वगैरह में गए थे, वहां जाके कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखे थे. दिस वाज एंडोर्स्ड बाय लुकिंग एट लार्ज स्केल यूसेज मैप्स इन द टाउन लैंड सर्वे ऑफिस. तो इससे ये पता लगा था, सर्वे ऑफिस में जाके डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखा था, यूसेज मैप्स. Now what do you mean by this usage maps? Usage map is nothing but a document, isn't it? So you went there, you check these documents. इस तरह से ये लोग पैराफ्रेज कर देते हैं क्वेश्चन को. वहां पे बोल दिया यूसेज मैप्स, यहाँ पे बोल दिया डॉक्यूमेंट. सो डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड यूसेज मैप इज वन एंड द सेम थिंग, इज जस्ट अ डिफरेंट वर्ड यूज्ड हियर. सही बात है कि नहीं है? सो यू दिस इज व्हाट यू आर सपोज्ड टू डू. So they did not take photos, they went to consulting some official documents. So that is why correct answer is A, not B, जो मैंने मार्क कर रखा था. And the learning for me is that I have to look for what? I have to look for synonyms. किस तरह से synonyms? They said maps there, and maps के लिए उन्होंने क्या word use किया हुआ है? They've used the word documents, and this should go into your corrections log. I've been talking about corrections log a great deal. A corrections log is a document where you maintain all your corrections. As I always say, people do not commit many mistakes, they commit the same mistake many times. हम नई नई गलतियां रोज नहीं करते, हम एक ही गलती को रोज बार बार दोहरा रहे होते हैं. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जैसे कार के अंदर अगर एक मक्खी आती है तो वो सबको परेशान कर रही होती है, अगर उसको हमने पकड़ लिया तो सब खुश हो जाते हैं. सिमिलरली अगर आपने अपनी एक गलती ठीक कर ली तो आप कई जगह पर उस गलती से फायदा उठा सकते हैं. So maintain a corrections log so that you know which places are you going wrong. Write a note about it so that that particular mistake never repeats. तो यहाँ पर जो सीखने को मिल रही है बात वो ये है that we are supposed to understand synonyms. They paraphrase things by using synonyms, and if you understand that तो भैया समझ में आ जाएगा कि maps क्या है. Maps are nothing but documents. So if you know that these are documents, you will be able to select the right option very, very quickly and clearly. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Step 1, मैं फिर से repeat कर रहा हूँ, take the test. Step 2, mark your answers. आपके पास आंसर दिए हुए बुक के पीछे, उनको आंसर्स मार्क कर लीजिए. Now how to check your test is something which is very important. For this you have to read the transcript. बुक के पीछे ट्रांसक्रिप्ट दी होती है, आप 3 पेजेस खोल लीजिए. एक में ट्रांसक्रिप्ट खोल लीजिए, एक में अंदर टेस्ट पेपर खोल लीजिए, एक के अंदर आपने अपने ये खोले हुए. इनफैक्ट एक और खोल सकते हैं आप जिसके अंदर आप YouTube का वो ऑडियो चला सकते हैं, या फिर अपने मोबाइल में ऑडियो चला लीजिए. तो 4 टैब नहीं होंगे, आप जब चाहे मोबाइल से सुन के देख सकते हैं कि वो कहाँ पे, उसको आगे पीछे भी कर सकते हैं आसानी से. वो आप सुन सकते हैं कि कौन से क्वेश्चन जो गलत हुए हैं. जो गलत क्वेश्चन हुए हैं उनको देखिए कि वो क्यों गलत हुए हैं, ट्रांसक्रिप्ट से पढ़ के बहुत क्लियरली पता लग जाता है. और जो नहीं समझ में आएंगे वो मैं you can always ask, and you can ask an expert and he or she can help you there. But this is one very, very good way of developing your listening skills. Listening skills are, the listening test of IELTS is the most scoring test. With a little practice, you can get very good marks. They use synonyms, they use keywords, And of course, a little bit of practice with respect to context is very important. जैसे यहाँ पे जो context होता है वो बहुत ही नया सा होता है, ऐसे चीज़ों के बारे में बात की जा रही होती है या इस तरह का संदर्भ लेते हैं जो हमारे reference या knowledge से थोड़ा सा beyond होता है. So you don't usually get to understand, or you do not really talk about wildlife in city gardens, and if somebody has done a research about wildlife, जैसे garden वगैरह की तो बात होती है city में, उतना भी alien topic नहीं है ये. But yes, we do not really, I mean, everybody is not a researcher. So the kind of words and the verbiage used here is more related to the field of research, which makes it a little difficult to relate to. लेकिन हाँ, इस तरह का टेस्ट आपको करना पड़ेगा ही, तो why don't you just so do the same test. Step 1 is take the test, check your answers, read the transcript and correct it, and take the test once again. Then step 4 is update the corrections log. Just write down your answers. Correction log कैसा होगा? It would have 3 columns. It will say test number, it will say question number, it will say notes. That's it. 3 column बहुत है उसमें. Test number, so आप बोल दीजिए book 9 test 4. Question number, let's say question number is 32. What is the learning? Look for synonyms. Look for synonyms, and just write a complete note that in the question they said documents, right? Consulting some official documents, and in the link they said it was maps, wo jo bola isme, endorsed looking at large scale usage maps. So they went to some city office and looked at usage maps. Like this, for every question where you go wrong, you're supposed to maintain a corrections log and put it in a Google file, shared file, or you maintain a notebook, but then you have to compile it at one place so that you can refer to it before the test. आप सोचिए जरा टेस्ट के एक दिन पहले आप क्या कर रहे होंगे. Suppose कल आपका टेस्ट है, तो आज क्या करेंगे आप? So what are you supposed to do today? You are simply supposed to go to your corrections log, pay 2 hours to your corrections log, go through all the points which you noted there, so that when you go to the examination, you are absolutely confident about the skills that you learned in last 2.5 months. होता क्या है कि हम सीखते तो बहुत कुछ है, लेकिन हम लिखते नहीं हैं, तो वो जो स्किल है वो इवेपोरेट हो जाता है, क्योंकि उसका कोई एविडेंस ऑफ लर्निंग नहीं होता. तो आपको अपना एविडेंस ऑफ लर्निंग बनाना बहुत जरूरी है, एंड from that perspective, maintaining a corrections log is super important, so that you can revise a day before your test and score excellent marks. So whenever you do a listening test, follow these steps. One more step, the last step is do the same test at least 3 to 4 times, so that देखिए टेस्ट को जब आप बार बार करेंगे तो आपको एक स्ट्रक्चर दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा, कंटेंट भी पता लगेगा, प्रोनाउंसिएशन भी पता लगेगा, and it will also help you in drafting your thoughts in writing. So listening is a great way to improve your organization skills and writing skills also. So it makes eminent sense to listen to the same test 2-3 times. एक और चीज कर सकते हैं आप कि आपने जो भी टेस्ट किया है YouTube में से जो उसका ऑडियो किया है, जब आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे मतलब when you are taking rest or something, just अपने YouTube के अंदर उस टेस्ट को लगा लीजिए, कान पे लगा के लेट जाइए, आराम कीजिए. So you will be able to listen to the whole test, but the test paper would not be there in front of you. You would be able to relate to what was going on during the test. आपके दिमाग में उस समय क्या चल रहा था और ये क्या बोल रहा था, है ना? कई बार होता है फोकस नहीं हो पा रहा होता हमारा. So when you listen to the same transcript in a very relaxed way, you get to understand what exactly were they saying. When you're paying too much attention on something, you miss the details. But when you are relaxed, you get to understand what it is. Let me give you one very good example. So this boy who scored 40 on 40, वो जब मेट्रो में क्लास में आ रहा होता था, तो मेट्रो में से लेट्स से करोल बाग से द्वारका तक आना है, तो करोल बाग से द्वारका तक वो रास्ते में कान में वो लिसनिंग का स्क्रिप्ट सुनता हुआ आ रहा होता था. तो उसने एक दिन पहले जो भी किया है उस स्क्रिप्ट को वो बार बार सुन रहा होता था और सोच रहा होता था कि मैं कैसे सोच रहा था जब मैं टेस्ट कर रहा. So this can be a fantastic technique to develop your listening skill. If after finishing the test, when you are done with everything, when you have marked it and done everything, and next 2-3 days you can simply keep on listening to the transcript, I know it is not going to be very interesting thing for you कि बहुत मजा आ रहा है, but then I can guarantee it is one very good way of developing your comprehension, focus, listening skills, and score very high marks in listening. Let me repeat, I have seen many people who score full marks or maybe 8.5, 8 bands in listening. This is very, very normal. This is not something which is extraordinary. This is very much possible, and anyone can score such kind of marks. You have to use the right techniques and you have to do enough practice. So please follow these techniques and I can assure you that you will get very good results. All the very best to you. Thank you very much.